Hey, think of course, the first thing I see. Oh, that's a way to start a stream. Nobody's here yet. Give me a sec. MU. Hey, everybody. Listen up, Rangers. Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve. Oh, let's get some Ripley. You lay down for a few. You were naughty. So, if you missed out the beginning of the stream, I just started the stream. I was like, sweet. Camera's rolling. Move my arm. What do I see over here in the corner? Is my dog taking a turd on my carpet? The little puppy is still potty training. So I've got to go laugh out of that. Anyways, we're just going to kind of be continuing on from the previous stream. Also, while we're doing the stream, I got to make sure I don't catch myself humming because the nice technology of being able to do this from my laptop now. Hey, Mr. Metal. I'm actually currently listening to metal in my ear. I got to put the wrong plug in. Or that dude. So this comes off. I remember how I did the last one. This one's for there, and then this goes into there. I can get it in there anyways. Anyways, how's everybody doing today? Hope you guys are doing so well. Yeah, that's fine. There we go. I did not want to pop in there. There we go. Alright, so we got the head fully inserted like you're supposed to. Looking pretty good. Last stream we worked on some of the dorsal spines, but today I want to mix up some paint to do the custom head plus clean up some areas here and there. Even especially with the spines, because when you see some of the images, it actually kind of goes up into the spine a little bit. The base, like brownish green color here. So I do want to do that to some of these spines, especially in like the middle region here. But I'm actually gonna first, because it's something I could get done really quick, because I want to get working on this too. Is we have a GMK. Yeah, the head's really solid. It's Kujira Designs, which honestly I like this one. Sometimes with these, the detailing on the 3D model doesn't quite match the figure, and sometimes it kind of bugs me a little bit personally. Like with the -1 was a big one. Yeah, I will say this one is actually a little bit of definitely an improvement over it. That's for sure. Honestly, I kind of like it too because it's got a lot more of the spiky protrusions on it. wonder if that's my neighbor grabbing his garbage can or if I got something delivered. Definitely the garbage can. But anyways, we're going to be repainting this eventually to look like the oh, it was the American comic Godzilla where it had like the red, white, and blue like American stripes on the front of it. We're gonna go with that with this. I suggested using a like a legendary Godzilla would I think work more appropriately, but since this one's here, this is what we're going with. Make it to an evolved Godzilla. Gotcha. Well, to be fair, if you're going to be buying the head anyways, might as well just get the higher, right? Because you're spending like 25, $30 to pick up a head. Plus epoxy putty. Like if you're trying to make it into something that is purchasable, I would probably just recommend grabbing the high end. So I'm a little confused. Oh, there it is. I was going to say, I had a tail? It's like, I don't know where it went. We're good, though. We're hunky dory. So, real quick, I'm just going to go over this with. I got some acrylic primer here. Got the gray. Well, I usually use like the gray or blacks, but for the Zillas that I did quite a bit of, I really like this dark. It's like a German dark yellow primer. You could do it that way. Like I say, like if you're gonna spend money, like extra money to customize it, it's probably just better off just buying the figure. It's one of those. Like, I definitely understand more if it's something that isn't quite obtainable in other versions. And the MonsterArts is expensive. That is for sure. But the high is definitely one of those, like, it's within the realm of reason. Actually, I gotta look real quick. Where have I set my phone? The only thing that's a little bit weirder up here than doing it down in my office, or down in the basement craft area, is that. Oh, okay, so the spines are still kind of sandy looking, so that works out. Checks out. I was wondering if I needed to use like a different color for the spines here, but this will actually work pretty good for that as well. The final thing of Steve was cleaning up the table real quick so I could record and trying to remember where he put things. Actually, just got a silicone mat today. Super excited about that. Was at Target and they had these for like $5, so I grabbed a few. So where did that go? Oh, there it is. A little farther over on my couch. That should be all right. Just got some on my finger. Looked over a paper towel for something else. We'll use that. Okay. And then I'm just going to go over the entire figure. Trying to see the positioning the best for you guys to be able to see. So right around here is pretty good. But want a primer just so that the paint sticks to it a little bit better. And also because this was the atomic version, we need to get rid of the blue. That's definitely the easiest way to go about that. It's definitely nice though to be able to use my phone while doing these live streams. Because before we were using the phone, just because it was YouTube kind of likes the more vertical algorithm, and the picture quality was just better on my phone, anyways. But now I could talk to you and work on this stuff while actually listening to music. It's good times. Primarily acrylic paints. My primer go-to, and usually just like the brand in general, is how do we say it? Vallejo. They do these primers, which work really good. You can also use them in airbrushes. A lot of model color, or you also see them like in these bottles here. People use them a lot for like Warhammer or stuff like that. My primary go-tos, also depending what I'm using, folk art, like the apple barrel, the cheap stuff, like the cheap paints you can get at Walmart work pretty solidly, depending. Like for Godzilla stuff, they're pretty serviceable, especially if you're going with like gray colors and what have you. But for primers, you definitely want something a little bit more fancy. Something with a bit more pigment in it. Liquitex is also really good for certain things, especially for dry brushing. I really like Liquitex. The model colors is definitely superior when you definitely need more pigments. Probably should mute the notifications on my phone. Hold on a second. Oh no, it might be kind of hard to do since I got my headset in. Okay, so I'm going to do it there. Okay, we're good. But Liquitex is kind of like my go-to for dry brushing, which is this paint here. It's kind of a thicker paint. Goes a long ways. The kind of paint that's primarily used on like canvas paintings. But I've used it a lot for these Godzillas. Like for the dry brushing of this guy, I'll probably be using some of that. While I'm doing this, I just want to make sure that I'm not applying too much paint to sections. Make sure it's all nicely even spread out so you don't get pooled up paint and globs where you don't really want it to be. It's because Biolante did puke on GMJ. We're primering them up because the Godzilla that this is going to be replicating was more of a sandy color. It's like brown sandy color. So I'm using this dark yellow as a primer / like undercoat. If you haven't seen the American comics where he has like the American flag and such on them, so paint them to be one solid color. We can claim them to be a prototype. We'll just say he's coming from China. Even just ignore the address saying that it's from Michigan. We'll be fine. But more than likely, I'll probably have to do 2 passes on this guy just to make sure I get everything. Plus, usually when I'm doing this, so I don't have to disassemble the entire figure, I'll also dry it, move some of the articulation, add some paint, dry it, boost the repeat process. Also, for the second pass, there's a good chance I might also uh, water down this paint a little bit so it gets into the nooks and crannies a little better. The only thing that's going to kind of suck about this guy is I'm just now realizing he's got this gigantic joint on the back of his leg. And I can almost guarantee the paint's going to scum off that thing. Now, for display purposes, not going to be a big deal because it's not like you're going to really be posing this from the back on your shelf, but is a thing. Could possibly try to see if I can sand that down a little bit to maybe help with that. Honestly, this body type would work actually, I think, pretty solidly for a Hanna-Barbera. Definitely need a different head for sure, but I'm one of those guys like it sucks. Like it kind of sucks. NECA lost the license, but what we've gotten after the license has gone away, I think more than makes up for it. Because like Haya has been kind of like knocking it out of the park for being in the same like general market that NECA was in. And to be honest, with NECA figures going up anyways, we'd be paying the same price for these that we're currently paying for like the highest now. And getting something like this for like $50, it's not nearly as cool, you know? It's hard to really condone at that price. Because these weren't bad by any stretch of the imagination, and for the price point, I think they were so good. But when you start like creeping in like $30-$40 range, not so much. Like this thing for like 40-50 bucks is like wholeheartedly unacceptable. 2025 though, we got something here. Yeah, you gotta remember too, like after losing NECA, we got like the Medicoms, which those kind of sucked. I'm gonna be honest. The little mini guys, the 5 points. But we got the Hayas, even the Super Sevens. I think are pretty good overall. Like there were like my NECA feelings now is like they're in general fine, but they do some pretty cool looking ones. Real quick, I'm gonna do my use a hair dryer just to speed the drying process along real quick. Hopefully, you guys don't mind the hair dryer. Okay, that's at least attainable now. I always find the debate between people like debating MonsterArts versus Haya kind of odd, anyways, because they're kind of for different markets, like for different scale of collectors. It's kind of like comparing like MonsterArts to an X Plus. Like they're for different people. And as of right now, it's like pretty much Haya is like currently is like strictly legendary. They put up they we got pre-orders for Toho Kaiju's, but haven't until we get those, it's hard to really be like one of them's going to push out the other. And like I said, I feel like they're for like totally different people. Because granted, how much I like Haya, I still love MonsterArts. But MonsterArts is for people that like really, really, for lack of a better way of saying it, love to play with their toys. Like you're buying it for like stop motion, toy photography. You want your Godzilla to be able to do like everything and everything while still looking good. Generally, anyways. Um, Haya is more for the people that like, again, like doing the toy photography, but maybe not like nearly as hardcore. Like you just want like you be able to like pose your Godzilla, put him on the shelf while it's still looking good. And that's kind of where like Haya, I feel like is going to be with the Toho line. Like even after seeing the prototypes and stuff, like they're still really good and a suitable replacement for MonsterArts. But I don't think if you're already collecting MonsterArts, you're going to like hard veer off just because they have a Mecha King Ghidorah and you already, and for somebody like me that like already has all these guys, what I'm seeing here does not make me want to try to rebuy every single one of those figures. Most people are just going to buy what they like, anyways, right? Because even the like MonsterArts and legend, like the legendary figures for Toho or Essie's MonsterArts and Haya. Again, you kind of want to buy like you're going to buy the MonsterArts if you want something superposable. And Haya's still in the well, the paint job's more accurate. And the monsters aren't even like bad sculpted figures, just not like quite movie accurate. And then even I say like Haya's are painted better than monsters, but it's not even like they're perfect. Because almost every like Godzilla's like the teeth are kind of fudged up in some way. Joints are still like tight. There's like tightness issues on them. You got like the skull crawlers with the faulty jowls. Again, not perfect. Not something you generally would get with the MonsterArts. MonsterArts, your biggest problem is mainly going to be because they're ball jointed figures. You're going to have ball joint problems, which is like looseness, things popping off. It's to be expected. Don't mind me getting a drink real quick. Ugh. Playmates top tier. Heck yeah. Glad we got another Playmates enjoyer. All seriousness, they're still not really like that for the price. They're not that like it's acceptable. The Godzillas could be like a little better, but they're not like horrendously. Uh-oh. We might be cutting the stream a little early. Hi. Somebody woke up from her nap. What you doing? Oh? Don't you put your fingers in my stuff. You goo. No, you're not supposed to touch Daddy's table stuff. You want to say hi to everybody? You're going to get us the money ties because there's a child on the channel now? Say hi? Can you say hi to everybody? Are you just going to stare at the Godzillas? Oh, Miss Summy Suckers? Hey, get your hands out of there. I don't want... We can't lose the dude's Godzilla head. He'll be upset. Yeah, he'll be upsetters. Well, we got to use this brush? Well, Daddy's currently using this one. He's got the big brush. Yeah. Gonna try to get a little bit more of the paint done on this, and then I'll probably call it good for at least the stream currently. Because this isn't nearly as long as I was hoping for, I might come back on later tonight. We'll do some more. Do some more streamings. Yeah, can you give me a second? So we'll go make early dinner then, all right? What? Oh, you need help? All right, you ready? Hey, Andrew. Take this, just a little bit on the back of the head. We're probably going to stream tonight after Jessica goes to work and Casey goes back to bed. Yeah, after you took your nap? Took a little nap? Because you didn't take one of Grandma's? I'm just going to get a little bit more paint on this guy so I don't waste all this primer that's hanging out in my bin. Yeah, we're teaching early. You want to help? Here, you want a brush? You want a brush? Hold on. Yeah. Like that. Here you go. Doot, doot, doot. Then. Doot, 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 doot. Yeah. Brush, 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 brush. Brush, 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 brush. Hey, don't touch the paint. All right. At least it's acrylic. We can't go too bad with it. Yeah. We gotta make sure we're getting Godzilla, yo. Oh, you want some more paint on there? All right. We gotta get his groin. Yeah, gotta keep groin. There's the back of the tail. Yeah, there's paint on some rubber paint on there. On the silicone. Yeah, there we go. Brush, 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 brush. Brush, brush, brush. Oh, there he goes. Uh-oh. Yeah, we gotta spread out the paint on his head a little bit water. When you globbed good. Yeah. Where we go? Oh, getting some more paint. Okay. Well, I think we're gonna close the stream and we'll go start making. I think we're gonna do pizzas tonight and some cheesy bits. It's okay. You wanna watch Bluey? Watching Bluey? Yeah. Well, anyways, you guys to beat those guys. Just been hitting the like button, subscribe, become a ranger today. We also got Instagram, Patreon, TikTok, Facebook. Guys like you, but the day which on donate, greatly would appreciate it. In the meantime, I'm gonna try to get my little guy going again. I tried to do it earlier and it kind of, I think it was because I had the streaming software up. Maybe it's just give me issues. And we'll properly work on this one more in just a little bit. So I expect around like 9:30, probably more like 9:30. I'll probably hop back on for like an hour or two to work on stuff, because I also got word that I can wrap this guy up because I could probably get paid for it here in the near future. Appreciate that, John. What would it be, Eastern Standard Time? Oh, she went back in her bedroom. Or are you closing doors? Okay, I think maybe she's just closing the door. I'm confused now. But if you guys would like to pick up some kaiju figures for yourself, oh, sad day. If you guys like to pick up more Godzilla figures for yourself, link description for entertainment, or if you go support the channel, get yourself some sweet action figures like the MonsterArts. If you're looking for Hayas, we also have a link for Calcus Toys, where you can save 6% off your order. Code SteveCalcus at checkout. Do ship stateside. Get your stuff super early too. They actually just got the Gone Gypsy Danger, which looks really sweet. Time zone, whatever Eastern is, Eastern time zone. We're on the east. Well, I'm not on the East Coast, but we're in that same area. But anyways, like I said, so like 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Look for me popping back on.